Well, welcome to Cars, Shops, and Collections. I'm really excited about this episode because today we're going to see something very rare. A car that was only made for 1 year back in 1974. Only 14,000 of these vehicles were made. I've read about them, I've seen them online, but it was a couple weeks ago I'm at a car show and I see one in person. I knew we had to come film it. I'm talking about a 1974 Chevy Nova Spirit of America edition. Let's go find Greg, the owner. Come on. What's really cool about Greg's is when I met him at the car show, his car is 80% original. So the fact that we're gonna see one of 14,000, oh, there it is right there. One of 14,000 vehicles, 80% original. He has a name for it. The name is Liberty. So let's go see Liberty, Greg's 1974 Chevy Nova Spirit of America edition. That is beautiful. This is gorgeous, gorgeous.
Good morning, my name's Greg Hillman and I'm the owner of a 1974 Chevy Nova Spirit of America edition that I've named Liberty.
Well, Greg, thanks for having us today. I really appreciate it. And with a car like this, why the Spirit of America? Why'd you go with this car?
Well, actually I have a long history. I can remember when I was in grade school and I first seen the Spirit of America car. I was walking home from grade school. I was in 6th grade and I seen the car and I just fell in love with it. And then fast forward a few years, when I turned 19, I had the opportunity to buy one. Mm-hmm. And so I bought the car, and my wife and I, basically this is a car we had when we got married. And then I joined the military, and I couldn't take it with me.
Yeah, okay.
So I had to sell it, and I've kind of regretted that my whole life.
Which is a common theme when people sell their cars. Always, I regret it, and then you spend a couple of decades trying to get one back, right?
Exactly. So over the years, I've been kind of loosely looking for another one. Mm-hmm. There's not very many. I think there's only like 14,000 of these, this particular edition made. And I've been kind of loosely looking for them. They don't come up for sale very often.
No.
But I retired June of last year. And about 2 weeks after I retired, I found this one.
Where'd you find it?
I found it, basically, it was on eBay. It was listed on eBay. Actually, my son-in-law found it and he called me up. And so it was in Detroit, and at the time I lived in Washington State. So I hopped on the first airplane, flew out there, and my intention was to have it shipped back. And so
Tell me you drove it back home though.
I did. I got in the car, I basically landed, I Ubered over to the guy's house, and it was raining hard, and it was in the garage. I just fell in love with the car, and I bought it, and I drove it to the hotel room, and I'm thinking, nah.
I'm going the distance.
I'm driving it. So I basically hopped in and drove from Detroit all the way back to Washington State, and it ran like a charm the whole way.
Well, it looks like a charm. Let's break down some of the features of the Spirit of America. 1974, like you said, only 14,000 of these made. They did this, and it was all in celebration of the Bicentennial, which was coming up 2 years later. Right. But they did it with the Nova, the Vega, and the Impala, the Spirit of America edition.
Right.
And some of the features here too. So this is the gleaming white paint is iconic for this. You've got the red and blue kind of the stripes all around the vehicle. Down here too, the red, white, and blue, the badging down there, that's iconic of the Spirit of America. The Spirit of America Nova badge here on the side, and that is so cool as well. And based on your research, do you think this is probably about 80% original?
Yeah, it's about 80% original.
Come back around to another thing too. This is pretty rare for a Nova to be, one, a hatchback, but all the Spirit of Americas were the hatchback. Can we see, can you pop it open?
Yes.
It is in great condition, it really is.
So there was, in '74, there was about 400,000 Novas released, and out of that, 80,000 were hatchbacks.
Okay.
And then, like I said, about 14,000 of these were Spirit of America. I think it cost $399 for
to get the Spirit of America
package. It's basically a Nova Custom that they put the Spirit of America package in.
And they offer, one of the things they did offer was the tent that would slide right in here and come out. So if you want to do some camping or whatever, do you have the tent?
No, I do not.
That's if you can find the tent, that's a rare thing to find. No. And also too, on back here, you've got the little boots on the hatchback. The fact that you have these, I mean, this is a 48-year-old car. The fact that stuff like this is still attached. That
Yeah.
just shows the car. Whoever had it before, you kept it in great condition, and obviously you're keeping it in great condition as well.
So I traced the history of this car,
Uh-huh.
and it basically was built in California,
Mhm.
and then it went from there to it went to Yakima, and it had the owner up there, and then somebody in California bought it, and so it went back to California, and the guy that owned it passed away, and I bought it from his brother, who had
Okay.
it shipped out to Detroit, and his brother was very emotional, didn't want to sell it and
I'm
stuff,
sure.
going back and forth. So
The fact that you keep it in great condition too, you
Yeah.
respect the car. Can we see the inside of it?
yeah.
Why don't you slide to the driver's side there, Lance, and I'll pop in the passenger side. The white seats and the red carpet. I mean, that just screams Spirit of America. And this is pretty much all original. How about the floor mats? Original?
Yep, original
Wow.
formats.
That's crazy.
They're getting kind of brittle, so I'm very delicate with those things.
Yeah. This looks great. The white seats, and also too, you can see on the steering wheel the red, white, and blue. All the little hints of red, white, and blue throughout the vehicle, I love. All right, Greg, can we see under the hood?
Oh yeah. So when I was driving back from Detroit, man, I couldn't stop for gas without a crowd forming around this and everybody asking about it.
Wow. How much is this original?
I checked the numbers on the block.
Uh-huh.
The blocker is the original of the car, but it looked like somebody put in the after our new heads. The heads are the Venturi heads, which I believe were released in '87 or something like that. So the heads aren't original. And the car originally, you could get it in a 6-cylinder, the V8 350 with a 2-barrel, and a V8 350 with a 4-barrel. This car was initially released with a 2-barrel, but the owner before me put the 4-barrel intake and a 4-barrel carburetor on it.
You see these online. They're not. You see them online. You can find them online. They're not as in good condition as yours.
Yeah.
That's something to be proud of.
And that's always the dilemma, you know. Do you leave it original like this, or do you paint it and get it restored? I keep going back and forth, and so far I've decided to leave it like it is.
I like that decision. How many times you do a lot of car shows and stuff? That's how we met at a car show a couple weeks ago. I'm walking by and I see it. I'm like, I know the Nova, but I've never seen the pictures and read about it. I've never seen one in person. So as soon as I saw it, I was drawn to it immediately. Like, tell me more about it. And that's why we're here shooting it. Can we go for a ride?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Sounds great and rides great, my friend.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much all original interior outside, obviously the radio, but we have original, the ashtray here is original.
Yep.
Just pops open. Original glove box. Works too, opens up. And I love too down here the vents as well. We've got it behind the curtain. Lance, our photographer, his son Anthony is with us, and this is the oldest car you've ever been in, right?
Yeah.
He was stunned when we said, this is how you get air right here. These are the vents right here. It rides, seats are comfortable too, and this is all original too. The original red carpet, original seats. I love the white roof as well.
The trim up here, it's a 1 year only, so a lot of people that collect and restore these 74, they have a hard time finding the interior trim. And you can see this is kind of cracked a little bit.
Yeah. But this is original?
Yeah.
That's great. And the original mirrors too. That was part of the Spirit of America. These were black.
Yeah. As part of the custom package, basically these are, it's a custom.
Too on the door handles too, the red, white, and blue striping. There's so many little nuances inside this car that you pick up on, and your mascot too. As we said before, the car is named Liberty, and I just took off. That's Liberty, the official mascot of the car. Every car should have a mascot.
Yeah.
And if we get into it just real quick, you mentioned you were in the service too. Would you mind telling us what you did?
Yeah, I was in the Submarine Force, the submarine fleet for 21 years.
That's
I was
amazing.
A sonar technician.
Well, thank you for your service and everything you did for your country. And I think it even has even more meaning the fact that you have this and 21 years of service for our country, and you have the Spirit of America. It's extra special.
Yeah.
What do you think, Anthony?
Awesome.
Yeah, right? Perfect. That was a cool ride along. Greg, thank you so much, man, for sharing your car, and also, again, thank you for your service to our country. We really appreciate it, man. This is awesome. It's been a fun morning.
Thank you very much.
If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.